working with them on. Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chad Greenway getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. So the D gets the sack on first, and now it brings up second down. Brady to throw on second down. Being chased out left. It's caught outright, Amendola. The 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Danny Amendola, 84 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there. No,
because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. One play, two plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job.
Illegal touching. Offense.
One of the most frustrating things for a special teams coach, the ball did not go 10 yards there on the onside kick. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell, and that'll bring up second down. Bridgewater fakes a give to Peterson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They come out with one back and three tight ends. They'll begin here with Blunt, and he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And they're going to speed things up here. And what in the world? Not sure if he just heard a whistle there or what, but for some reason he spiked the football. A nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
So certainly well, Charles, I guess the only thing I can think there is they've got a 3-score lead, and they're saying, we're not going to lose this, so let's have some fun. I don't know why you go for it.
I think that's as good an explanation as any, and we all know that certain coaches are more aggressive than others. That call to me, the fantasy people loved it, right? Anybody who's going to touch the ball, gain yards, maybe put more points on the board, they're happy that they kept it and did that. So very interesting deal there, but I'm with you on that one. Maybe he just says, what the heck, we can't lose. Let's go ahead and keep trying to win or add to our lead.
They come up in an offset eye. Following the penalty, it's Peterson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They start on the ground here with Blunt. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Time running out here on the play clock. And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway.
Delay of game, offense.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. They'll run again with Blunt. Stiff-armed him. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. Give the tackle there to Terrence Newman.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Play clock winding down. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back them up halfway.
Delay of game, offense. Still 3rd down.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. In his own end zone, it's Brady. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
4 down, 4 down. Let's go! 53! Hey, watch that. Check Mike, 54.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway.
Delay of game, offense. Still 4th down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. Over the middle, it's Amendola. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And 3 interceptions in this game that I would have to think. I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Got to figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jarius Wright from 3 yards out. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen, ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back.